Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play LSD. I'm your host CPC Gamer, and in our last episode, the alien on the dream chart began to break free of its confines, thirsty for revenge against whoever put it there. And since the person who put it there was me, I think I'm about to get revenged. So, you know what? I choose to seek refuge in the world of dreams. Although, given some of the things the game's been showing me, and the hypotheses I've come up with, this might be just as bad. Am I in the friggin' lion field again? Game, you are the height of just too muchery. You know that? Screw it. I'm gonna go provoke the lion. You keep putting me in harm's way, it's your fault if I fall for it. Somehow. And this rather depends on if I can find the lion. I think he's over here near the trees. I don't know. With an aggressively short draw distance, there's not that much you can really say or do with any degree of confidence. Oh, I see you. Now, hopefully, you're not an inert entity tonight, because I really don't like it when that happens. I mean, I keep talking about how much I want this game to properly glitch out on me, but on the other hand, I really kind of don't. And well done, game. That was a properly executed lion pounce. You didn't stutter, and you woke me up immediately without delay. Oh, and you got me new square, too. I can go for that. Well, we're off to a good start. I mean, it's a little vanilla for my tastes, but that seems to be how this game goes. I've been meaning to mention that not only does the music come and go in waves, the entire game seems to fluctuate. Like, you'll get clusters of dreams using nothing but the sexual tile sets, even in places where it really doesn't belong. Sometimes we get a run of dreams that's a normal tile set, and nothing out of the ordinary but the music. Nothing out of the ordinary is the music for mirror matches in Guilty Gear X2. And that is one of the best names for a piece of music describing a mirror match, especially in the Guilty Gear world. Embarrassing story that I could have gotten away with if I didn't feel the need to share it. I totally forgot what the look down button was today. I went to hit circle instead of square, which is bizarre because circle is the button that Japanese games use to confirm or use. Can you imagine how messed up this playthrough would be if I had completely missed the fact that the fourth face button actually is used, and it's used for a really important function that I have thus far completely ignored? Like, every time I have sat here and said, "Come on, game, do something!" it was the game waiting for me to hit the use button to make it do its thing. I don't know. See, this is the kind of thing that I dream about on occasion, and I think that is really depressing. You know, I dream about, hey, I solved all the important problems in this unimportant thing. Like, I don't cure cancer or invent the next hot toy, I re-implement the circle button in LSD the Dream Emulator. Aim high, subconscious. Now, my dreams have been really dark lately. Not mine personally, although that does happen on occasion. In this instance, I'm really more referring to what the game is choosing to show me. Like, I think this is as close to being representative of night as this game can get, given that it doesn't have a starfield texture. Also, I would like to take a moment to address something that one of my commenters said in an earlier episode. I was talking about how there was a dead pixel up in the sky, but my commenter kinda immediately pointed out that it's probably just a star. I mean, this is another one of those affairs where I was trying to make things smarter and more in-depth than they actually are. And I am very disappointed in you, game. You didn't stretch the scenery. In my personal playthrough of this game, walking down that street will occasionally make the scenery stretch, and I'm kinda hoping that it will happen every time I do it in this save file. I suppose the other option is to check out the woman in the house. She stretches the scenery pretty consistently. When she is there, at least. And since she is not, we can move on and go to do something else. I wonder if there's anywhere in Kyoto that we can go if the scenery stretches. Like, I know that if you somehow get up to the balcony by the river, it looks like you've fallen down through it, but otherwise I... no idea. Didn't I come to this exact spot in the last video? No, I didn't. I was closer to that little peak where the whale spawns that time. Whale Peak. That's a fun little name, I suppose. Maybe I will call you that the next time I'm here. Probably just forget, though. Ooh, am I back in Kyoto? I hope so. I need to get my fill of Kyoto, because I'm going to be visiting at some point. And like some friends and I are making plans to go to Japan, so I need to spend as much time in here as I can, just so I can prepare myself. Like, I fully expect Japan to be as polygonal and flat as it is presented here. Though, now that I think about it, that map actually is based on somewhere in Japan. I forget where. I mean, I want to say Meigetsu-so, but that could just be where the author lived. Wait, I'm an idiot. It is Kyoto. Like, there is a reason I've been referring to that map as Kyoto since day one, and that reason is that that map is based on Kyoto. Disregard this sentence. Let us begin anew. Alright, which one are you? You're the one that says happy. Okay. Now, I'm sorry for everyone who has tuned in for the adventures of Detective Sound Listener, but I don't much feel like exploring the world for the source of that rustling sound. Not today. I'm gonna go do something else. Which is problematic, because now I need to find something else to talk about. I recently watched one of Yatse's Drown Out videos where they talk about the concept of stream of consciousness commentary. They talk about how it very quickly devolves into sexual innuendo and the like, but I find that isn't the case. I mostly wander off into the realm of describing myself talking. That is not particularly interesting, I don't think. And this is the alien I found last time. And then I got jumped by a huge pair of lips. Wait, is this the alien? I know there's a big abstract shape on the floor of Happy Town, but I don't know. I am so lost. No, I'm not! This is the middle of its body. Nice tracking AI, lips! Anyway, yeah, this is an alien. And... whoa! Hey. I'm gonna stand here, see what happens when you hit me, rather than me hitting you. And the answer is the game goes good enough, and makes me link. And being kissed sends me to the fleshy tunnels where the babies live. I'm not even gonna try and come up with a backstory to this one, so off I go! It's pretty quiet. I wonder where I am. Oh, I'm back at the bar. I used to work at a bar. Let me tell you, it is one of the most depressing things I've ever done. Oh, but while I'm here, I'm going to debunk a rumor about this game. You hear this drumming noise in the background? Apparently, if you pause the game, it keeps going. Nope! I mean, I don't know if it refers to the washing machine noise, or the background noise that's made out of drums, like, if that's meant to continue, but apparently it does not. Yeah, even if you face the bathroom, the music doesn't continue. It pauses my commentary, though. Oh, a fun little thing. There's actually part of a room modeled behind that toilet door. Now, you can usually only see it with a camera hack or a walkthrough walls code, but there's definitely a floor behind that toilet door. I'm not entirely sure what it's meant to signify. Like maybe there was meant to be an interactable door there at some point, or an event that took there at some place. I mean, it has to be a really early development, though, because there's nothing in the level geometry around the door. It's just a flat box with a door painted on it. Oh, how about that? I managed to successfully navigate my way around the house. Not that that is an overly impressive feat, because every building in this game is a box. It's like me playing Minecraft. And I'm inspired to go for a relaxing walk through the forest. Gonna look at the trees, admire nature, draw inspiration from how beautiful the whole thing is. I'm also going to go this way and experiment a little bit. Just, taking new roads that I didn't take before. It legitimately would be interesting to see a map that details the bits where I have and have not walked in this game. And again, silence. The game's been keeping pretty quiet in this run. This is a really nice visual, though. I mean, I know that the water in the background is the waterfalls, but with the grey mist, it kind of reminds me of rain. Oh, now is this the hole with the ICBM? Oh, you know what that alarm means. Yeah, it's candy cane time! Or ICBM. I mean, generally that model is referred to as a rocket, but to me it looks more like a missile, with spectacularly rendered fire coming out of the jets. I wonder, if I keep heading back and looking up, can I see you in the draw distance? I mean, I'd wager no, because you can't see the astronaut off in the draw distance, but the missile is quite a ways bigger than the astronaut. Also, do you respawn like the balloons? Probably not. Or, it could be that the rocket didn't finish its course. I mean, it's probably inaudible behind my beautiful, sexy voice, but the missile sound is still firing in the background. And that sound is actually the chiming bell sound firing off over and over and over again in quick succession. And I guess we're not going to see anything up there tonight. So, I'm going to move off and do something else. Yeah, I've heard people refer to that model as a rocket, but to me it looks more like a missile. Because to me, rockets have a wider base, while that model is a long tube. Hey, fish. Long time no see. Is Sentry Fish here? He's meant to be over by that little cove thing, right? Ah, well. I'm going to see if the game will let me fall through the floor again. Always weird when that happens in video games. Today is not one of those days, apparently. I did do it in Payday recently, and I don't even know how. Like, I did a sprint to rescue a downed colleague, but instead of crouching to pick him up, I just kept running through the floor and out into the infinite abyss. Is that a texture bug? I'm guessing no, because it looks the same on every side of the cube. But I wonder what it's meant to be. My best guess would be a misfired face texture, but it doesn't even look like it. It looks more like a graphical bug from the NES or the Mega Drive. Like, the way that this game stores and reads its textures, you probably wouldn't see a glitch texture like that. You'd see a misaligned face. If that's what that was. Though, speaking of glitching, why wasn't the singer singing? Aside from the fact he didn't have a head, that is a pretty good reason not to sing. Oh, and this is also a good reason not to sing. This place is pretty scurry. Not the scariest thing that I've seen lately, but with that said, I'm almost certain I ended up hallucinating a couple of nights back, because I would swear blind to you that I saw a watermark on my desktop telling me I was running a cracked version of Windows. It was terrifying. Like, I had trouble getting to sleep, staying asleep, going back to sleep when I woke up in the morning. But as soon as I boot up my laptop, it's fine. But of course it is. It's been a legit copy of Windows for the past 3 years. Why would any of that change now? I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It is really scary how easily the human brain can just break sometimes. Like, and this isn't even a particularly bad break. This is me imagining my computer had broken. It's not like Charles Manson levels of crazy, and I saw you there, game. I think you transitioned a little too fast, and I wasn't meant to see the gears pop in. Ah, you know I love you, really. So, yeah, apparently this place is meant to be an ore mine. I don't know, because I don't know what an ore mine looks like. And all the Japanese sites that I've seen refer to that as a factory. I have noticed there's usually some kind of pattern to it. Like, whenever you go to the machine room, it's usually after you link with something man-made in the violence district. Like, the graffiti on the wall sends you there, and so does the crane next to the pier. And I'm here again. Didn't I come here last time? Which I actually want to say was earlier on in this dream. Now I'm confused. Maybe it's just me having completely lost track of time due to my commentary, but haven't we only had one dream tonight? This dream? I mean, we're 15 minutes in. That is really unlikely. Oh! That is some great use of the draw distance game. Maybe next time use some fog. That's what Silent Hill used it for, and it turned out to be one of the best game mechanics. Now, I saw the buglers, so I think royalty's home. I'm gonna go say hi. Or hello, to be more accurate, because I am English. Despite what people would say. Like, everybody at work, colleagues and customers, they all go, "Man, where is that accent from?" And the answer is right here, in England, where I have lived for my entire life. And it's weird, because then I go to America, and everyone says that this is a thick English accent. Possibly because my accent becomes more and more rigid the further away from England I go, in a stubborn act of defiance and refusal to adopt other people's cultures. And you know what? If you think about it, that is the most British thing of all. Yeah, it's only just dawned on me, how weird is it that there is a bar inside an apartment block? Is that a thing in Japan? Because I know that in America, some hotels have full-size Starbucks in them, and that is so surreal to me. Because in England, the best you can expect is a built-in cafe, where you get your meal from one of those big metal tray racks like you're in high school. Oh, it's a giant crystal! I was looking for you the other day. Wonder if the Abyss Demon is here. It's looking like no. And you know, I'm not going to throw myself off the edge. I'm going to keep going. See how long I can keep this ridiculously long dream going. I mean, what are we, 17 minutes in? This is ridiculous. I'm so glad I didn't wander off the edge while I looked over to check my recording time, because that usually goes pretty badly for me. Okay, now this is where the Abyss Demon is, I'm pretty sure. I think the father and daughter are out here on one of these little precipices. Where are they? Is this the one with the weird TV on it? Yeah, it is. So, I'm going to double back and explore somewhere else. As always, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to explore or where. And this Outer Edge isn't somewhere I've explored a lot of, so I'm kind of flying blind on this one. I need my sister here for this. She's good at setting up conversation segues. Which reminds me, somebody nicknamed her NPC sister in the comments of a recent video, which is a fantastic nickname. I like it. And how about that? She's not even here and she's helping the conversation along. Nice work, CPC Sister the First. You get a promotion. You can be Executive CPC Sister the First. And you... I mean, you don't get an office, because I live here, but you get the concept of a corner office, if I could. Why is the base of this tree showing up as lighter than the rest of it? That's weird. Or is that how long-distance sight works? Further away stuff goes, the lighter or darker it gets. I always forget which way round it is. Oh, and how about that? We just went on a 19-minute tangent in the bathroom. We went in, we had a wacky adventure, and now we emerged from, admittedly, the bathroom on the next floor up, but the bathroom nonetheless. Maybe it's one of those toilets from Zanzibar land that has elevators inside, because haha, I don't know. Whoa! Easy there, Kid Speedy. Hey, it's always here that the game decides to lock the dash button, even though you can only do it forwards. I bounce around like crazy. And then I decide to keep running, even after I say I wouldn't. Splendid. Yeah, and since nobody's here, we're going out the window. And what do you know? I forgot this music played here. Sounds like something you'd hear out in Kyoto. And today, I'm going to head right for the end. See what happens. Will the room let me fly free, or throw me back into the corridor? I don't know what that could represent. Wait, following my alien... Game? What the hell was that? That is some invisible wall shenanigans. You cut that out. And forget the pit. I'm going this way to do something else. You know, you could read into this music and come to a pretty damning conclusion. Lots of boinging sounds and laughter and... You know, we're in a map that is colloquially called the Womb. I don't know why I'm so flighty today. I think I'm just trying to scramble the number generator because... Unless I have made a mistake, we are currently on our 20th minute of one single dream. I'm going to call it now. We are either going to see a wildly outlandish result on the dream chart, or a true neutral ending. Because, I mean, that's about how this game goes. I wonder... Is there an optimal dream length in this game? Like something where you get a decent reading on the dream chart, without the whole thing turning into a flat neutral finish? This requires more work than I'm prepared to put into it, I think, so... Yeah, I'll sit here and talk over 75 videos, but doing a bit of research to find the game developers, that is way too much hassle. I did see somewhere that someone had come up with a mathematical formula, but that's probably just nothing. And yeah, you stop breathing when I'm stood over you. I'll stop paying attention to you and leave you alone. That's how it works with monsters, right? Ooh, we're back here. We've bookended the add-on batch with a trip to the Monument Garden. Opposite ends, too, so that's a nice little touch. Those clouds are aggressively close to the ground. Wow, look at that! Yeah, when your clouds spawn in front of the scenery, I'm pretty sure that means they are too close to the floor. And you know what? I'm going to stick around. I'm going to let the Zeppelin land and end the video. More than 20 minutes in, and... Yeah, if I am right, we have had one dream tonight that has lasted for 22 minutes, which has to be some kind of record. We should get Guinness involved in this. See if we can get me a commendation for, you know, that thing that I totally did of my own volition and wasn't just me hitting a natural 20 with the RNG. Or a 1, depending on how you want to look at it. I can appreciate this is a rant of interest to a super marginal group of people, but... Hell, you're watching me play LSD. You're very probably a part of it. GMs who treat natural 1s the same as natural 20s, you just fail spectacularly well. That is some bull honky. I've had some GMs do that, and it's just... You lost, guy. Take it on the chin and do your job. Don't come up with this hilarious... fail state. Oh, I'm here again. Nice work. I was going to stare at you, see if I can use this as a thumbnail again. What does this machine even do, you reckon? Come on, how about that? I just woke up on my own. And I'm in the middle, just like I said. So, join us next time for more than just one dream, I hope. And until next time, goodbye.